Israel
folks,
is
let's
at
get
war.
back over this date. Israel, as Israel is at war. David?
Terrence, appreciate that. Thanks so much. Israel is at war against the evil Hamas. Let's head to Israel now. That's where we find Real America's Voice, Tera Dahl, who, of course, is the former Deputy Chief of Staff, the National Security Council. She's standing by in Gush Halav, Israel. That's part of the northern part of the country near the Lebanon border. Tera, tell us what the latest is there.
Yeah, David, I'm here with Major Shadi Khaloul. He lives in this area. He's a retired paratrooper. And he's been telling me about the increase of Hezbollah attacks. Just this morning, there was an IDF base that was just hit by about a 500 kilogram rocket by Hezbollah. David, behind us, you can see Lebanon, and that is right behind us is a Hezbollah stronghold. So I just wanted to interview the Major. Major, can you talk to us about this morning's attack by Hezbollah on the IDF base?
Yeah, well, today we have a very massive, large attack in a nearby post or base here. Hezbollah attacked it with Burkan missiles, like very large missile of 500 kilogram head of maybe that we can saw the, I don't know if you saw the damage of that, if you broadcast it, but it's a huge damage in the base. And thank God, no injuries, because this base was evacuated since the beginning of the war because it was targeted by Hezbollah. And we here, people should know, we are at war already in Northern Front. We are at war. The only thing that we are not retaliating in a massive way, and we are keeping this actually in a very low scale war because it's not our interest now to escalate it. But we are at war. We can see daily here attacks in our border. This is just before, Tera came, we had sirens and 3 communities were attacked. Just 5 minutes before the call now, or before our interview now, we had this siren attack. And people cannot stay that long without IDF response and massive response to eliminate ISIS Hezbollah that's supporting ISIS Hamas. It's the same type of ideology that are willing to annihilate the Jewish people and the Israelis at all. And we are at risk as Israeli Christian citizens too. We are here in a Christian town, a Christian Maronite town, and the Hezbollah are using also Christian Maronite towns in the other side of the Lebanese border here to fire rockets to Israelis forces and communities, aiming on order to have Israeli forces respond to the source of fires from these neighboring Christian towns and destroying Christian homes. That's how they're using Christians as human shields in their actually fight against Israel. So we ask Biden administration, please help us eliminate this threat from our northern borders. There are 63,000 people evacuated from here, from their homes already for a month, more than a month. And there's no businesses, there's no schools. Our children are at homes and they have nothing to do. So please help us eliminate and get rid of this threat immediately and help Israel, actually release Israel to treat this risk or this threat now before it's too late, because it's escalating too much already and it is risking the people actually life in our northern borders.
Tera, both of you, can you just quickly tell us that if for some reason, if there was an attack, let's just say right now, where would you go? Where's the bomb shelter? How do you get out of harm's way?
Well, if you are in the fields, you just lie down and put your hands in your head. That's the way to do it. But if we are at home, we are having a shelter like home shelter. Every home has a home shelter here. And that's the only way, hoping that this will help. And hopefully we will actually not have, don't need to actually use it. But
Yeah.
we hear it every day. When we hear these sirens, we just run to the shelter at our homes and hoping that everything
Thanks,
will pass
guys.
peacefully.
We're up against it on the clock. Tera, stay safe. Both of you, please stay safe there in Israel. We thank you so very much.